on the set in 3, 2, 1, going live.
All right, here we are. Got another great guest. We got Kelly Slater. Kelly, thanks for joining us.
All righty.
This is HB Unplugged. You know,
The GOAT.
Yeah, this is all about the Huntington Beach community, surfing community. You know, the U.S. Open.
You know, I brought my key to the city. I still couldn't get a freaking parking spot. You know what I mean? What do you got to do around here?
What, no respect? Kelly, where are the waves?
I don't know.
It's right there.
Yeah,
I brought
we
the
brought
wave.
a wave with us, yeah.
In Tahiti, by the looks of
Oh,
Instagram.
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
So, Kelly, what's the U.S. Open to you? What does it mean to you?
It's another life back then. You know?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, growing up in Florida, coming out here for the summer during the OP Pro. I mean, it's, you know, basically the U.S. Open's the OP Pro from back in the day. But it was, you know, that was one thing we looked forward to every year, was to come out here and get to see all the pros surf at Huntington. Because my brother Sean and I, we were sponsored by Peggy Rouleau, and she had Black Market and Pipelines and Chuck Dent Surf Shop. So we spent the summers at Chuck Dent with Rock and Fig and
Chuck Dent.
Paul Evans, and you know, surfing with Bobby Lockhart and you know, the whole crew from back then. And so yeah, we surf here all summer. Try to get out early enough in the morning before it was choppy, or blackballed.
Yeah, remember that? Remember the flag? Remember the yellow dot, yellow flag, black dot?
Yeah. And
that was big.
So it was. Those were fun times, you know, sleeping on the floor at either Peggy's house or at Peter Brullier. And we got to know Sean Collins well, because Sean and Peter were good friends. And so I did a lot of trips to Mexico those summers, down to Natividad and Cabo. And
yeah, you know, it's so funny. I don't think I know of a surfer in Southern California that didn't make a trip to Mexico. And a lot of times. I mean, up and down the coast, in fact.
Yeah, well, I suppose if you surf and if you don't go to Mexico, you're not really. It's not like you really care about surfing much.
Yeah.
You know?
It was part of the culture.
Yeah,
it was part of the culture.
I lived in San Blas for 5 months one time and surfed Marichin. Unbelievable spot.
Yeah.
In Nayarit.
Yeah, I never went down there.
Oh God.
There was a spot down just north of Puerto Vallarta. You might know it, Punta Mita.
Yeah, Punta Mita.
Which is now a resort. When I was going down there, in fact, my brothers and I, we would actually help the villagers pull in the fishing net.
Oh yeah.
And then they would feed us and stuff, and we just helped. And so we would just stay there for like 2 weeks straight, 3 weeks straight. Tell our mom on Friday, hey mom, we're going down to Mexico. Well, be careful down there, boys.
Yeah.
And we'd be gone 3 months. She'd be like panicked, you know, like, what the hell? Where did you guys go to?
Yeah, that was when you could just go down there, and your parents were like, I guess they'll come back. You know,
Yeah.
Now, like, you don't check in an hour, and they think you got trafficked.
Where's your Kelly?
Yeah, now it's over.
Where's your favorite spot? I mean, you've surfed all over the world.
I'm not telling you guys.
Okay, I like that.
He's not telling us.
I mean, this guy's he's telling me where he goes to Mexico. I'm like, what are you telling me your spot for? You know?
He's not going to tell us.
I like it.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
You know, so Kelly,
you know, it's Bolsa Chica.
Okay.
Or Golden West Street.
There's a current off one of the streets down there. I don't want to tell you which street.
There's a lot of current at the beach. Huh?
There's a little rip on a high tide.
Yeah.
You get a workout when you paddle out in Huntington Beach. There's a lot of current. Yeah, one time I paddled out here at the pier, and I told my friends goodbye at the peak. We were going down. I said, I'm going home. And I just let the water take me down the 14th Street.
There you go.
I lived on the corner of 14th Street. Took a ride with the current. So Kelly, you know, the U.S. Open is here. You know, it's not just not a surfing contest. You know, there's a lot going on. And today we had the inductees. We had the inauguration and stuff like that. And what does that mean to you? I mean, you're obviously been through all this yourself.
Yeah, been through a few of those. I mean, been in a couple, but also just to see all my friends and the generation after generation of people go through. And hold on, I might have to check out for a sec because Al's going to leave, and I got to say bye. So I'll come back in a minute.
Yeah, okay. Hold on a second. Yeah. Kelly had to take a break. You went over and signed some autographs.
No, I didn't. I went over to see Al Merrick.
Show some smiles. Al Merrick, another big name. So Kelly, thanks for joining us on the show. You know, it's been awesome. And what can we say? You know, it's like, you know what? I've really been sharing this with a lot of people that I'm amazed that more surf contests aren't held at the wave pool. Because it stays like today, this is, God dang, man, Kelly Slater's wave pool is pumping right now. Yeah, you could throw just about anything you want at them too.
It's good every day, every wave.
I know.
It's funny because and I do understand it, but the wave pool event got a lot of hate, and I think the monotony of it by people. I think there's a.
What do you mean by that?
Well, ask them. I mean, I don't know. I think that people think that it's too repetitive, but the thing is,
it's too perfect all the time.
Well, you're comparing. You are comparing apples to apples in that way.
Yeah.
Who's surfing do you like better? Who utilize the wave in a better way? And I think that people like the ocean because there's still a mystery. Like a good wave might come, something special might happen,
unpredicted.
So a different type of luck might occur. But
you got to have the wave knowledge to do.
You got to have the wave knowledge.
Yeah.
But no matter how good your wave knowledge or how good a wave that comes in today at Huntington, it's not going to be that great.
Yeah.
It's just a bad day in the ocean. So that's the thing about wave pools, and I really think that a wave pool tech, whichever one it is, would be the right thing for the Olympics.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Because it takes out the luck factor. It gives everyone the same clean slate. It's the same page to work with.
Yeah, and the wave pool can throw just about anything you want at them, right? From size to shape.
Well, depending on which one. You're not putting a 10-foot wave out there.
But
depending on what you're trying to do. I mean, if you're thinking about more like, if you're thinking about kind of like gymnastics, like floor exercise, and you got the uneven bars, and you got, all these different elements, you could argue that for a surf contest, you could run a bunch of different types of waves. There's an air wave, there's a barrel wave, there's turns wave.
Right.
And so you can have an overall champion based on all the different skill sets.
He's got selections.
And then you could have a champion in each of the different categories. But whoever overall was the best would be the best surfer.
Yeah.
So, but now they're advanced enough in the design of the wave, the various different wave techs, that you could you could foresee them, the powers that be, at maybe the Olympics or something.
Yeah.
Or even on tour. It would make sense on tour too, because instead of just having that one right, one left scored like at Surf Ranch, maybe you have a Surf Ranch wave right and left, but then you also add in like the air wave and a tube wave and whatever from different technologies. Maybe you have multiple wave technologies on one location and throw out a bunch of different designs, and you kind of have to do them equal right and left and all the different maneuvers, and somebody who's pretty good at everything's probably going to win.
Yeah.
And maybe best at one or two things, but like sort of good at everything.
Yeah. It totally makes sense to me.
You see a lot of surfers that are really great in barrels, but their turns aren't great. Or somebody who's really good at carving, but they're not a great barrel rider. Maybe on their backside, they're not very good or something.
Or some guys catching air and some guys not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
And for closeout beach breaks, you're obviously going to look at like Iago or Italo or Gabriel or Felipe, those kind of air guys are probably 9 times out of 10 going to beat the guy who's, just carving on the face. Oh, we got Dave Nuuhiwa here.
Hey, Dave. Kelly, how involved are you in the technology now? I just read a big article about you last night, actually, and you're 11-time world champion, but you're going from the surf into the business world big time, and your name is really starting to generate some power on a different brand market with the business side.
Well, if I could just start a hedge fund and make some real money, maybe be a banker.
Now we're talking.
Just make an app or a crypto,
Yeah. Wish we all would have gotten.
Hey, real quick.
Look, I'll just wrap that up because the business side of things really just an extension of things I've been familiar with for a long time.
Yeah. Okay.
And so they're logical steps into the business market out of trying to win heats to make money.
Yeah.
So real quick before you go, I want to ask you. The big guy, big Hawaiian guy or whoever, who helps people catch waves at the wave pool, that guy's always right there.
He's Tahitian,
he is
that's Ramana.
Unbelievable.
Oh, and he sits them on the board.
Yeah.
It's unreal what he does.
Ramana. He's actually going to be here today, I heard. He's down the beach, but maybe if somebody's having trouble catching waves in their heat, he can get out there.
There you go.
It's pretty small today. I mean, it's barely breaking. Looks like a nice summer day in Florida, actually.
Yeah.
Kelly, thank you so much,
Thank
man.
you,
I know
Kelly
you're a busy
Slater.
guy, and
Yeah,
thanks for joining us on today.
Well, I see Dave Nuuhiwa, Tom Curran, and his
Yeah.
son over there.
We're getting them all on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave. All right, Kelly, thank you, man.
Yeah, man. All right.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey.
You want to stay on with him? You can.
I'll talk to
Yeah.
you for a minute.
Hey, go
Well,
ahead.
you can't hear on that
Oh,
one.
No, we fixed it. We
fixed it. Yeah, we fixed it. Go ahead. Just pull the mic.
Hey, I got the mic.
David.
Yeah, David Nuuhiwa over here joining us. Yeah.
Well, Dave, we just wanted you to come here so you could just drop the mic.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing is, Kelly was a little boy with me and Herbie down in Mexico. Remember
Yeah.
that, Kelly?
Wow.
That was 1990.
Yeah.
That was right when I signed with Quicksilver.
Oh yeah.
And you and I won land down there and never took it.
I know. I was just down there, right? I was down in Cabo like 2-3 months ago, and I was hearing about all these huge houses down by down on the East Cape, right? And all these properties around shipwrecks and all that. And I'm like, frick, we won these 2 lots. And the rule was you had
What do
to
you
go.
mean you won them? A surf contest?
Well, yeah, I won
Yeah,
Herbie's contest.
A&M.
He won the longboard, and I won the pro thing. And we each won a lot down by shipwrecks.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah, and it was like, I mean, the lot was really only worth like $2,500, right, back then,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they said in order to have it, you had to go to the Chamber of Commerce or whatever equivalent is down there. You had to register it, and you had to go down and build a fence around your property, and then you owned it. And I'm like, well, I'm leaving tomorrow. So, I mean,
No, I swear to God.
yeah.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
These- it wasn't a nothing.
What's
You
it
know,
worth today? What's it
It
worth
was-
today?
Well, it's probably $1 million now.
Yeah. And we gave it away, Kelly and me.
But I mean,
Unreal, David.
but $1 million now is like $2,500 back then.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not much. Put it that way. Yeah.
It's like Kelly going to Dubai, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh.
Well, this has been unreal. Look
I gotta move to in Dubai you don't pay tax. We should all move over there. No
Oh yeah.
taxes.
Well,
What do you-
I'm in.
there's a lot of states that don't have tax here. We just live
What
in a
do-
bad
Yeah,
one.
but
Kelly,
there's
what
not
do
a
you
lot
think
of-
about
there's-
that?
But there's not a lot of countries over
Yeah,
here that
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have tax.
What do you
Yeah.
think about the wave pool over in Dubai? You like that
Did you-
spot?
Well, I designed it, so I love it. I mean,
Hey, Kelly,
My
what are
buddy
you?
surfed it.
What are you new?
yeah.
no, it's fun. It's fun. It's a when I got into the idea of making wave pools, I always thought that Dubai or Abu Dhabi was going to be sort of the ultimate place to build one, because it's so far removed from surfing, but they're so technologically advanced with their engineering and their buildings and their thought process. And my partners and I always thought that would be a place that would really be on the forefront and be able to see the vision of it. And we came really close about 15 years ago to them buying one and building one before we ever did.
So that technology
wow.
was thought of that 15.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're 10 years. Surf Ranch has been in existence for 10 years now.
Wow, yeah. God, it
December,
seems like yesterday.
December 5th is 10-year anniversary
Holy
already.
shit.
Wow.
Wow.
But my partner went over there and spent 2 weeks waiting to talk to the sheik who was in charge, could make this call, and he seemed pretty keen on it, and then it just didn't happen. And we were kind of dead in the water. We're like, man, if those kind of people aren't going to build it, no one ever will. And then
You didn't think of this, Kelly Slater dealing with the sheiks, the long flowing robes.
No. I can't see him more in the rag.
Oh, yeah.
well, now I'm trying to take them on the golf course and take their money.
Oh,
that's the-
dude, there you go. That's how you do it. Can't have them in the water. I'll take you out on the green.
But they, in all seriousness, though, they the sheikh in the area in Abu Dhabi came. He commissioned the pool, and they built the pool that we designed. And he came on day one when I surfed it, and he brought his son, who was 8 or 9 years old. And I came up on the beach after riding 2 waves, and he said, "Oh, my son is so excited to see this." And I said, "Oh, what do you think?" And he goes, "It's awesome." And I was
That's
like,
the son.
"All right,
The
surf."
son said
Yeah,
that.
the son
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that. And I said, "All right, well,
How old is he?
surfing has hit the Middle East. He was
Oh.
8 or 9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
that was
That's
a
crazy.
That was a pretty cool moment in life. You
Yeah,
know?
unreal. Yeah, you
Yeah.
think about how many countries. I mean, I don't know if there's a country that's beach bound that doesn't have surf. I mean, everybody's
Well,
in.
they actually do have surf on the coast there.
Oh,
a
they
little
do.
bit, Yeah.
There is.
Hey,
Off the UAE.
Kelly, a country with no surf? You're talking about Indian Atlantic?
You're talking about Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Florida.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
I
buddy.
resemble that.
Yeah, that's offensive.
Yeah. The wave that you wonder. The wave that you wonder. How the hell did he come out of Florida that good?
Pat,
know.
when did you first come to Florida? What year?
It was with Dick Catree and Pat O'Neill, a bunch of us. We
Yeah.
all went, and we were dealing with all the surf shops up and down Florida.
Yep.
Probably about 40 years ago.
Yeah, you don't know which year?
No.
Yeah. Did you surf in like the pier contest or anything?
Yes.
Did you? Yeah. The Easter festival.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
you're
that was like one of our big events growing up, you know. And Katri was my first coach and sponsor.
Katri was like my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Unreal.
Katri, he and my mom were pretty close friends because she worked at Sundeck, and he was sponsored by Sundeck and part of that whole team with Bill Yerkes. And
Yeah, but you did good, Kel. I mean, coming out of Florida.
I was
Pizza.
fortunate. 1982, Dick had Shag Surf Shop.
Yes.
His wife's nickname was Shag, and they had a surf shop down in Indian Atlantic at Fifth Ave there, and there was a nice shore break on the high tide, and they sponsored us, and I was 10 years old. Sean was 13. Todd Holland was 13.
Wow.
We had Troy Proper.
Yeah.
You
wow.
would have known Gary and Jerry Proper.
Wow.
Ron John.
Yeah, and Sean O'Hare. You maybe knew Pat O'Hare.
Yeah, I knew them all.
So that we
What
were
about
all.
Greg Lord?
Greg lives in Arizona now, but Greg's.
Yeah.
I think Greg's one of the all-time great twin fin.
He is.
And
Twin fin
shapers.
boards.
Totally is.
And
Yeah.
he developed resins for the early Firewire days, and
Yeah.
he's still kind of in the back of the scenes of surfing in some facet. But he was a real proponent of twin fins, and I think a twin fin's a better board for Florida than thruster is 90% of the time.
I was fin and hot coating for Everly, Tom Everly in Escondido, and fin and hot coating back then, it was like an art because we didn't have fin boxes.
Yeah.
It was
well,
like
no, there were star fin boxes.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Because
yeah.
my first Salic, you would have known the Salic brothers.
Yeah, that's right. There was.
Listen,
I had
the fin box came from Bain down in San Diego.
Bain.
I know
Yeah.
because he put it in all our boards,
Yeah.
Henson and all that.
Well, I had the star fins in my first board, 1980, from the Salic brothers,
Yeah.
and this is a year before Simon made thrusters,
Right.
and I had 3 fin boxes in my board. But that was when boards were going from a single to a twin fin. So
Yep.
they put 3 in. It could be a single or a twin. No one thought it could be a thruster.
I
Yeah.
had one. I got pictures of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have to take our little wooden, what do you call them, jigs, and set up the twin fins with these little wooden jigs,
Yeah.
and cross our fingers and hope they cured good.
Yeah.
That was great.
My first board, my first hard board, was 1980, and my brother and I ordered them on the same day, and Rich and Phil Salick made it, and I forget. I think
This is your first board.
my first board ever. And,
Wow.
And one of them shaped and one airbrushed, and so my brother got this a yellow Kevlar board,
I remember them.
and it was really heavy, but it was like indestructible. You could shoot the thing and it wouldn't get a pressure rating. and his had this crazy waterfall scene on the bottom of his board, beautiful airbrush. He got his in about 3 months, I think, because he was older than me, and mine took at least 6 months. I'd go in this factory down in Southern Cocoa Beach, and every couple months, and it'd still be on the same rack, and the
Not
thing
moved.
hadn't moved. I'm like, man, and all I wanted was to have a team sticker on my board, and they wouldn't do it for me.
How old were you?
I was 8 years old.
Oh, wow. What a trip,
Yeah.
man.
You know what's a trip? I know the Salick brothers.
Yeah, I know.
Back
That's
in
why I
the
said
day.
that. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
look we're sitting with 2 legends, obviously. We're here at the U.S. Open. Kelly,
I saw Bud Lamas just walk
Oh,
by
yeah,
before
yeah.
you.
Lom Lom.
Lam Lam, he's here. We're all getting old, but we're all here.
Everyone's getting equally older.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Little by little.
actually, young people are aging faster because each day is a bigger percentage of their life.
Yeah.
So you got to play mind games as you get older to make yourself feel right.
You're a dad now, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Well, I've been a dad for 29 years, but people seem to forget that I had a kid 29 years ago.
Wow.
But I have a 1-year-old now.
Oh, God.
Just turned 1, a little boy. So I had my daughter's,
29.
My first kid's a daughter. So she's almost 30 years old, and she's married. And my
Are you
little
a grandpa?
son. No, my son turned 1 about 2 weeks ago, and
Nice.
got him a wave a week or 2 before his birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I was
cool.
trying to get him a wave on New Year's Eve in Florida last year to say he surfed in 2024.
Okay.
But,
and it didn't happen?
Yeah, it didn't happen.
I always talk about the waves. Like I said, the waves in Florida, I wonder. The Wonder Wave. I wonder how hot surfers came out of Florida when I look at those waves sometimes.
Back there, you got to be quick.
Yeah, real fast. Yeah.
Wait,
or you
so-
go out on hurricane days. Like, what? You're going out on a hurricane?
Yeah, we look forward to
Yeah.
those. Dave, when did you first start going real shortboard? What year? 67? 60? 70?
During the rainbow days, probably Late 60 something.
Yeah.
You know.
And what size roughly were those boards?
Oh God, they look like the boards they're using now.
5.4s, 5.6s?
Oh, yeah.
No, they were like 5. The one I have was 5.8.
5.8, yeah.
I'm a little bigger guy, you know.
Single fin.
No, twin fin.
They were. Oh, they were twin
Twins.
fins. Wow.
Twins, yeah.
Fully
Oh, that's
air-
right. That was what you. Yeah, that was your board.
Fully airbrushed,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Unreal. Yeah.
We're
Well-
in Kelly and I are in 2 different time zones. I came in way before him.
Yeah, but you know what's funny is how much you guys know about each other. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've known Dave since I was a little young teenager. We
Yeah.
met, and you know, when I was hanging in Chuck Dent's surf shop in the summers, and then his dad was doing security at all the contests, the PSA days, and all that. And you know, his dad was really influential on me.
Yeah.
I went through a really sort of painful breakup when I was like 20, 21 years old.
Oh, the first heartbreak?
And his dad sat me down and told me why it was a good thing, and it really helped me. So I always had a really good connection with your dad.
My dad always said that he loved Kelly.
Well, that's
He
cool,
really
man.
did.
He always looked after me.
Yeah.
He was a great guy.
A lot of our friends' dads, I had the same thing. Our friends' dads were like leaders for us.
Now his sister's my security guard. You know?
See, it's a Nuuhiwa again.
Well, here we are with David Nuuhiwa and Kelly Slater. Thanks for joining us, you guys. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah, it's been
Kelly.
awesome.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Dave.
Yeah, guys.
means a
Thank
lot.
you, my
yeah.
friend.
Means a lot. Here we go.
Alrighty.
Thanks, Kelly.
Thanks, guys.